Okay, looking at question number 9 net diagrams basically. So, this is the net diagram of a pyramid. The question says find QM and RN. QM and RN. So, this is QM, this is RN. So, we have this length as 6, we have this length as 8, right? And we have this length as 7, therefore this length is also going to be 7, this length will also be 7, this will also be 7, this will also be 7. So now that we have this length and essentially we have this length, we can take this as 7. Again, Pythagoras theorem, a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. However, now that we have the hypotenuse, so this will be a squared minus c squared is equal to b squared, whereby under root a squared minus c squared gives us b. So here we would have 4 because this is the midpoint of this length, so we get 7 squared minus 4 squared under root is equal to b, which gives us QM. And when we're talking about Rn, we will have under root 7 squared minus 3 squared because that is the half of 6. Now, what does it say afterwards? Calculate the total surface area of the pyramid. Correct your answer to 3 significant figures. Now, when we're talking about this length and this length, this is 5.7 and this is 6.3, right? So now if we're talking about the surface area and we have this net diagram, right? So basically we have this triangle, right, which is the same as this triangle. So we have 2 of these, and then we have this triangle, which is the same as this triangle. Yep. And then we have this rectangle in between. So what is the value for this? This is 8 times 6. What's the value for this? It's going to be half multiplied by 6.3, which is the height, and the base, which is 6. Right, and then you'll multiply this all by 2. Okay. For both of these, and then when you have this triangle, you have 2 multiplied by half multiplied by 5.7 into the base, which is 8, and then you'll add all of these together. So 8 times 6 plus and then you'll add this as well, which gives you the surface area. Right? Now, looking at question number 10, the grid shows the part of the net of a cuboid. Now, so we have which dimensions? We've got 1 by 4, we've got 3 by 4, right? So, if we've got these dimensions, now we know that there will be another dimension will be 1 by 3, right? 1 by 3. Why? Because it will match this dimension and it will match this dimension, right? So it will be 1 on this side and 3 on this side. So you've got again looking at this question, right? So we know that this has a dimension of 1 by 3 by 4, right? So when we're looking at this, and they've asked us to make the net diagram, so we'll make the rest of the squares. So one of these will be 3 by 1, or at least two of these will be 3 by 1, right? So 3 by 1 times 2. Then you'll have 2 which are 4 by 1, one of which is made, and so we'll make the other one. And then we'll have 2 which are 3 by 4, one of which is again made, and then we'll make the other one, and that is our net diagram complete. Okay. Now, the volume of another cube is 60 centimeters cube. Each side is a whole number of centimeters long. So it will be an integer value, so it's a whole number, so it has no decimals. Write down a possible set of dimensions for the cube. So what they're asking us to do is factorize 60, right? So we have to factorize this into 3 terms, right? So the factors of 60 are 2, which gives us 30, 3, which gives us 10, and then we have 2 again, which gives us 5, and then we have 5. So if we have 3 values which we multiply and get 60, so we can get 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, right, which is going to give us 60. Okay, so now we have 3 values which when multiplied give us 60, because volume is 3 dimensions, right? So we can have 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, or we can have 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5, or we can have 15 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So any of these would be viable. Each side of a cube has length 2 centimeter. Work out the total surface area of the cube. Simple question. You've got 6 faces. Each face is 2 times 2, which gives you 6 into 4, which gives us 24 centimeter square. Looking at question number 11 now. So this is a 1 centimeter square grid, so each of these box represents 1 centimeter squared. Okay, so we have 5 by 2, then we have 2 by 8, and then we have 8 by 5. So we'll make another one which is 2 by 8, and then we will make one more which is 5 by 8. That's our net diagram complete. Complete the cuboid for the net. Calculate the surface area of the cuboid. So we have 2 dimensions giving us 8 by 5. We have 2 giving us 2 by 8. And we have 2 giving us 2 by 5. And then we will add all of these in order to get surface area. The volume would be 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 8. Now the part B, it says volume of 60. All sides are integer lengths. All which sides have length greater 1 centimeter than the length of one of its sides is a square number. Write down the dimensions of the cube. Okay, so it's 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5. How do I know this? Each value is greater than the other by 1. One of the values is a square and 4 is a perfect square, which is equal to 2 squared, right? So that is one of these, and that is the second condition fulfilled. So basically what we did again is we took 60, right, 30, 15, 5 and 1, right? So these are the factors, and when we multiply 2 by 2, again we will have 3 dimensions because it's volume. So 3 into 4 into 5, which gives us 60, right? So the volume is given. Volume के लिए हमने factors निकाला, and then we use that. Each of these values is 1 greater than the next, right? So the difference is 1. Difference is 1. And 4, one of the values is a perfect square. So 4 is a perfect square of 2. Now looking at question number 12, completing the grid, this would be again 3 by 5. 3 by 5, and then we have 5 by 3 by 7, 8, 3 by 7, and then we have 5 by 8, right? So that's a net diagram complete. The surface area of this prism, sorry, it's a prism, right? Calculate the total surface area of the prism. The surface area would be twice of this dimension, twice of this dimension, twice of this dimension, and this prism is called a cuboid. Calculate the volume of the prism. It would be 5 by 3 by 7. So that's the basic question, and that's it.